Next up is adjusting habits to serve the new role. Very, very frequently, we see an individual contributor who is excellent at staying on task. They know exactly what their priorities are, they know exactly how to manage their time. And even if they put in long hours, they are often coming into this role knowing how to perform. If they do this, it's going to lead to that result. This changes as they become a people manager. Their inboxes explode. Suddenly, people that didn't really care what they were doing before are much more interested. They have a calendar management challenge where they used to be in a few meetings every week and now they're in a lot more meetings, right? They're maybe in more leadership meetings, they're in one-on-ones with their direct reports. And so their whole world has really changed. And yet often they're also having the responsibilities of an individual contributor. Like that's tough. That's tough for anybody, right? You have this workload that you were always measured on and you knew exactly what it was supposed to take. And that workload might not have changed too much, at least not initially. And suddenly you have all this other work, right? You have to be on top of the ball. You need to know what's going on. You should be checking in with your team members and having clarity as to what they're working on. You need to be able to speak up to senior leaders, advocate on behalf of your team, understand what the strategy and direction is and how that impacts your team. And this is just like the tip of the iceberg. This isn't even starting to get into some more strategic elements. And so what we see is when an individual contributor takes those habits that made them successful and just tries to keep doing them, whether that's how they manage their day, how they manage their energy, how they structure their calendar, they're just doing all the same things as what they did before. Very, very quickly, something is going to break. And often it's their stress level, right? So, how do we make sure that they are set up for success? Check in with them. Just ask them, what changes have you made to your workload? What changes have you made to your priorities? How are you managing your day and your week? Are you making sure you have time for yourself, exercise, eating healthy, resting? You owe that to them as their manager to help them realize that this isn't something that they can just keep doing in the same way.